So we know that having feedback into our business allows us to make better decisions. We don't want to make things inside of a vacuum, so we want this information to flow into our business. Now, there's a couple of key steps that you want to think about when you're actually building systems to take that feedback back into your business so you can make the decisions. Now, to start off with, let's think about the 3 different types of feedback loops that we can create inside of our business systems. So the first one is customer feedback. Now, we can go into the details of where that all comes from, but basically we want to know how the experience was for that customer. The second one is employee feedback. So how are they performing inside of the job? And also, how can we evaluate them further and what's needing to be done? And then there's this iterative process or iterative feedback that is an important piece where it's just making small little corrections inside of the business, and it can be customer feedback, it can be employee feedback, it can be a combination of them both, as well as external stakeholders that allows us to make small little changes inside of the business to allow us to be more profitable. So the first one is the customer service feedback. Now, the easiest way is to get it right then and there. And we've all had that, right? Rate this service, do this right now when you're checking out. That can be good feedback. You can get trends. If you have a lot of data, you can see a couple of points that come here and there, but you can generally see if the service is getting better. What is important to do though is at least once a month or once a week, depending on the size of business and the number of transactions, you're going for a deep dive. And that's following up with a customer, really going through a set of questions. Once you've got the script kind of figured out on how you want to do that, you want to jump right in and really dig into the service that was provided. Another way to do this that's a little bit sneaky, but it really is effective, and I do this before I meet with any of the prospects and clients that I've worked with in the past, is do a little secret shopper. Now that can be as simple as just calling and asking what the services are, or opening times, or how do you get started with the business, and just see what the response is. Or if it's an actual brick and mortar, sending someone in that the staff doesn't know and just ask them to go make a purchase. You can either give them the money, or it's a gift for them, or that's their payment for doing the work, but just allow them to go in with a set of questions that they're not looking at while they're going through, but filling out right after they've had the experience and all the different points that you want to go through. I work with several brick and mortar type stores, and we have that as part of our system. Once every 4 to 6 weeks, we're sending a secret shopper in to purchase something. We're looking for upselling, we're looking for customer service, we're looking for the ambiance, and is the music playing correctly, is all the different things inside of the store. And that lady comes out and she makes the questionnaire that we've created for her and gives us all that feedback. And it's great for us to be able to directly know what's going on in the store without us being present, which obviously affects a lot of things. So the second one is employee feedback. Now that can be gathered through surveys, suggestion boxes, or team meetings. It's easier to do it in team meetings. If there's anything really confidential and private, you've probably got a feeling for that and you want to have a one-to-one discussion, but that's probably not based on feedback inside of the store and how it's working. But the feedback that comes from the team meetings or suggestion boxes can be a great way to kind of look at how you want to implement improvements inside of the business to make it easier for the employees to take care of the customers. That's going to take care of the business, that business takes care of you. So making sure that we're getting that feedback in a timely and efficient manner. Now there may be things that just don't make sense for us, or it's just not the right timing. As long as we're giving that feedback that, hey, we understand, we've listened to you, we get it, but it's just not the right time. But when it is, we want you to be part of the solution. Just we'll come back to you when that time is appropriate. That kind of feedback is great because it's going to encourage them to still develop ideas and give feedback, but they understand that not every single thing can be put into action. And the third piece is the iterative feedback, which is that combination of lots of different things. But it could be on best practices or suggestions for how the business should run inside of maybe opening times, services, products that are there, what's more popular, what's other ways that we could upsell inside of that business. A great one for, again, the shop floors, the brick and mortar, was opening times. So from the stakeholders, the employees, and the customers, we kind of learned that area, they had several different stores, but that area kind of got busier a little earlier in the day than the other stores in the other part of town. So we're able to take that feedback from the customers, the employees, and the surrounding area, the other stakeholders in the vicinity of the community, to kind of understand that, yeah, let's open a couple of hours earlier, we'll close earlier, so we can keep the the hours in the same fashion that we wanted to, because also there was less traffic at the end of the day. Being able to do that, we're able to change the hours, and the profitability of the business went up 20% just with that 2 hours of moving the time to the beginning of the day. So if you're looking to implement feedback loops systems into your business, reach out to me, Andrew Buchan at ActionHTX.com, and we can set up a no obligation free consultation. We'll talk through a couple of the steps that you could start to implement. Maybe it's just inside of the employees, maybe it's just inside of the customers, but we can go through that and generate some ideas. I'm Andrew Buchan, your business accelerator.